So usually I don't play the song while we start the podcast, right? But I'm gonna have to play this right now.
Okay.
All right, it's our new theme song, boys.
Oh.
In a life-threatening situation, the average person's heartbeat can be upwards of 175 beats per minute. A well-trained tango is able to stay cool, keep calm. Their heart rates can be 70 to 100 beats per minute. But by the time I'm done, that number goes down to 0.
Chasing Patton Braxton, I got my AR loaded, let's get to blasting. I'm on the flank, and you know I'm always pistol packing. Enemy on my 6, but my teammates never lacking. Got him with the headshot, swapping mags, it's a podcast to make your head rock. Got him with the headshot, swapping mags, it's the podcast to make your head rock.
Oh my!
What? That's pretty cool.
Right?
Where did we get that from, dude?
Dude, so we got Lil Keen, a guy I like very much, one of our good friends. I hit him up and I said, would you be interested in making an intro to the Swapping Mags podcast? And literally the same day he comes out with this bop.
That's pretty sick.
It's got our names in it.
That's really dope. That's really cool.
So if you guys like that, that's going to be our new theme song. And if you like Lil Keen, you can find him on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. But anyway, guys, we're doing new things, and we're talking about new things. But more importantly, we got a lot of news. But more importantly, we're going to go with something old. What's in the canister? All right, guys, so we are talking Grim Sky all day, every day. It's officially out on test servers.
It is, and before we get into anything, I'd like to first say that this is what's in the canister, but we should talk about what's outside of the canister for 2 seconds, and that is that the tape is now yellow, not orange, on the smoke canister.
I saw that. Why? Why did they do that?
I don't know, but I thought it was interesting to start with what's outside of the canister this time.
I mean, it's super interesting. Like, you know what? Let's make it yellow.
Yeah, I don't know why the sudden change or why they feel like, oh, yeah, let's change it. Why not? It matches the color of the smoke.
Oh,
right.
Pat with the facts.
Why not change the smoke color to orange, though? Huh?
Oh, Braxton with the counter fact.
Reminds me of Skittles. I ask the important questions. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. So we have a lot of Grim Sky news to talk about, but I'm going to let you guys decide. What are we going to talk about first?
The thing I'm most excited about is that Blitz Elite skin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's.
I was going to say that.
All right, so we all want to talk about the Blitz Elite skin. Let's talk about it. So what do you guys think of it?
Wait. How do you pronounce the name of it? I'm not good at the... Oh, God, I need to look at it again, but it's like Captain Hover or something? Panda Stark?
Panda Stark, yeah.
Panzer Stark.
I have no
clue. How do you pronounce that little accent?
Now... Go ahead. Here's my thing, is that this is not even the next Elite skin.
No, it's not. What? It's the Frost one.
It's the Frost one is the next one.
That's a surprise for me. I thought this was the next one.
No, the Frost one is next. What do you think? So this season they've really changed a lot of people's faces. Blitz being one of them, and Frost being another. Essentially, with her new Elite skin, she looks like a completely different character. Do you think they're going to start gearing towards those Elite skins where it doesn't even look like the person anymore? What do you think?
I mean, I think that's the goal. I don't know. I feel like that's the goal of an Elite skin is like...
Right, because Thatcher's totally different.
Yeah, and like Frost, her traps, we can talk about her traps in a second, but like the traps look completely different. What do you mean Thatcher's totally different? Like his look. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's still him. No, but we're saying the look. Like, the look is what needs to be totally different. I mean, it's not changing the character completely. I thought you were changing the look of the character.
Right. Let's talk about the trap for a second.
Yeah.
Isn't it ridiculous?
It's a little... Okay, so I was kind of reading through some comments and some threads on it, and everybody was talking about how, it's an actual bear trap. So, like, this is the other side of the coin, I guess, is that it's an actual bear trap now. It looks like a bear trap. Sure, it's bulky and it points it out and all this other stuff. And then, you had the people that were like, yeah, but it's not hidden anymore. But all I could think about was when you play Frost, Jason, you set your traps in places that people aren't going to see no matter if they're super visible or not. Like, usually you'll set them, like, right to the left or the right of the doorway.
Right.
To the point where people can't see them anyway, and they just sidestep right into the trap. Mm-hmm. So I feel like for somebody that's well-versed with Frost, it won't be a big issue.
Right.
Now, if somebody gets the Elite skin and it's like, I want to play Frost all the time, they're probably going to be screwed for a little bit until they figure that out.
Now, this does raise a question in where, should you be able to, if you buy the Elite skin, which you're spending like $20 for, you can switch out certain, like, if you don't like the way the Valkyrie cams look on the Elite, you can switch it out for the normal, but you still have the skin.
Yeah, I think that should be totally
I feel like that's something that can definitely be a possibility. I don't know why they haven't implemented it yet, but,
I was about to say, why not? I mean, I think, honestly, they should do it in... I don't know if they do it separately or not, but have, like, the headgear, the outfit, the camos, for the weapon. I don't know if it comes separate already. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but...
I hate
it'd be cool to use the Elite headgear with, like, like the Elite headgear with, like, a different outfit. Like,
right.
Why not?
I hate to keep bringing up this game, but if they did it in the way Fortnite does it, where they literally separated every piece of outfit, I think they'd make more money, first off.
I mean, they would, and it would make it more viable. Not viable, because none of it's really viable, I guess. It'd make it more fun.
Yeah, it'd be more unique. Like you could have a yellow shirt with red pants and a face mask that looks ridiculous. And be like, okay, that's my character.
If that's the kind of... If you want to be that, why not? Like,
right.
If you want to be able to be seen across the map, that's your prerogative, not mine.
Right. I mean, speaking of...
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't ever do that again. But speaking of skins, some have been released, some data mine skins, and they are gearing towards more ridiculous skins. Like I saw a nun with white face paint for Valkyrie.
Yeah, the headgear, it's like, I guess they're all Halloween themed, which I guess is cool.
Okay. Didn't they do that last year?
Did they?
Yeah, I think like they had a Hibana, like a zombie, Ash, and all that.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
No, I am right. I'm always right. But other than that, let's talk about like the. I don't know if you guys seen the differences in like Buck's face and Rook's face, where like Rook has de-aged about 20 years.
Yeah.
And then Buck is actually looks much better. It's starting, like Pat and I talked about it a couple weeks ago, where are they going to implement better graphics? Because I mean, soon enough, this game's going to look so outdated. It's like gonna look stupid.
Yeah, at some point they're gonna have to. I mean, Counter-Strike hasn't done anything to their game.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. I mean, I feel like we got another like 2 years on this game before they decide to do anything like Rainbow Six Siege 2 or something like that. I think we got a couple of years on this one.
Do you want to wait?
I think so.
Braxton's blinker. Or?
Sorry. Yeah, do you guys want to, wait 2 seconds while I pump gas? Because I'm about to pump gas.
Braxton, Pat and I will talk.
Alright, I'll mute myself. How about that?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Alright, so Braxton is on the way home from his tattoo place. We're going to talk all about... Pat, is there anything you want to add to these 2 elites that we're talking about? I know I'm apparently Frost is new to you, but you definitely saw the Blitz one. Do you like the Blitz one?
The Blitz one was cool. It's very simple.
Do you prefer simple to not simple?
I prefer over the top. The Pulse skin.
Right.
Or that thing is it's badass. Like, you can't get more cool than that. I want something like that. Give me a Blitz like supercharged. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I like the over the top, and then you look at like a Mute, and it just looks like a different skin, and you're like, it's lame. So
you know what? You guys you guys don't like this elite skin, but I love it. It's the Rook. No, it's the Doc. Sorry.
With the
the
mustache.
World War One. Yeah, the World War One like classic.
It's not that I don't like it. It is over the top, and that is cool. But it just like looks weird. Like, oh, I just got killed by a guy that looks like he makes croissants.
Yeah, I like it a lot. But I mean, you get killed by Pulse, it's like, oh, I got killed by White Bruce Lee.
Right. I mean, that's
or something
cool.
like that. Yeah.
I
don't know.
So that's not really Grim Sky. I mean, it is, but it's not. We're going to gear towards more Grim Sky in a second when Braxton comes back. But let's talk about the Hartford base. So we talked about it a lot last week. And, we're seeing footage of it now. And I think we were right where it's just a completely different map.
Yeah, I saw some footage of it. I mean, from what I could tell, it has no resemblance besides, like, a couple signs. If you want to, I guess, kind of compare them, they have a stairwell. I mean, they have two stairwells instead of one. I mean,
Braxton,
they have a lot more
it's nothing similar at all.
Now I need to shove something in Braxton's face for a second. Speaking of maps, Favela is back, baby. Favela is back into casual play. It is back in Rainbow Six, and boy,
good. We've been saying it should be back. I mean, it's a map in the game. Like, whether you like to play it or not, that's fine. Like, just take it off your rotation. But like, it's a map in the game. Like, let people who want to play it play it.
So you're happy that Favela's back?
Put it in range.
What? Sorry.
You're happy Favela's back?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, why not? Like I said, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I said, if it's made to be in the game, why would you take it out? It's like, I don't know. Like, I get taking it out of rank, but like, for people like me and you that, the occasional Favela is super fun to just screw around in. Like, it's fun. And it's like Rust on Modern Warfare 2. Like, no one in their right mind would want to really competitively play on that map, but it was the most fun map in any video game ever.
I agree.
I'd say it's the best 1v1 map, though, competitively. Because it's just easier.
Well, just because it's small.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. That's not what we're talking about.
Well, we have a lot to get through in a little amount of time, so we're going to go for it here. This is a combined of what I wanted to talk about and what a nice viewer, Alex Steel Switch, asked the question, do you think Ubisoft should just get rid of Recruit? And why does he ask that? Because the Recruit is no longer viable. No more getting stuck with Recruit if you're AFK. If you are AFK, they automatically pick a character for you, which is awesome. So,
that is awesome.
Answering that question for Alex, do you believe Recruit should just be taken out of the game?
I'll let Braxton go first.
No. I mean, they'd have to.
An answer, for sure.
I feel like, okay, so if I'm looking at both sides of it, you take Recruit out, then what? You start with a character of your choosing. Everybody's going to pick Ash, probably.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, does that really matter that they're going to pick Ash? Because the first time they buy somebody, they're just going to buy the same person they would pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just kind of gives you a character early. Is that an issue? I don't know that there would be any con to that. Any kind of.
Right.
I don't know. That's just my thinking.
I do agree that when you start out with the game, you have to have a character, and it obviously has to be the Recruit. But at the same time, it's at the point, like, now that they're basically eliminating the Recruit, either what Steel Switch here suggests is giving him 3 reinforcements, just to make him more viable or something like that, because there's no special thing to him.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is like, why is he considered an operator?
Technically, yeah.
He's the Recruit of the Rainbow Six operator, I guess.
Yeah,
he doesn't
I guess
have
technically.
any videos or anything.
Well, that's what I say. Like, he was made to just be like a default thing of like, here's your intro to the game with this person with no abilities and a bunch of gadgets.
Right.
It's the basics of it without any utilities.
Right, he's a fundamental character, and, like, that's it. So, like, should he have to change because he's just supposed to be super basic, you know?
Right.
No, I think they should keep him in for sure because, like, I mean, just in casual play, let's say you just want to pick a recruit sometimes. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, to, like, screw with people. Yeah, some people have fun doing that. I get it. That's what I say. It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't take him out.
Okay.
But I also wouldn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
Like, I just leave him.
Leave him the way he is.
I mean, that's just my mentality.
Just change all recruits to red hat recruits. They're
All right.
special.
Yes.
So the next
like
thing
that
on the
idea.
docket here, we got a slick new scoreboard and drone UI, which isn't a big effect to the game, but it just means they're moving forward, essentially.
Right.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's very nice. It's very slick. You know, just going to get that out there. It's easier to mute people now.
Yeah, this I like the yokai drone filter is gone. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Oh, yeah, the green filter on yokai gone.
Yeah,
is awesome.
it's one of my favorite like aesthetic things that's been done.
Now, Braxton, I'm going to give you with something that you're not going to like. Oh, did you just get shot by a gun?
No.
Yeah,
It was a dog. What's up, dude? My friends were like, "Did you just get shot by a gun?"
I did say that.
All right. And go.
Okay. So one thing that I know you're not going to like, Braxton, I don't know if you've seen this, but we have hatch reinforcements and their new functionality, which means with Maverick in play, they nerfed Hibana's breaching pellets. Did you see this?
Wait, what? What?
They nerfed Hibana's pellets that if you shoot a hatch, all 6 have to be on it for it to completely destroy it.
Oh no!
Yep, if there's only 5, it'll only partially destroy it. Which
What?
is a huge nerf to Hibana's gadget.
This ruins my bank spot.
It really does.
It absolutely. It's a good spot to like look in, but like now you can't bust it. Oh no!
Yeah.
Why, guys? I can't be on this podcast anymore.
Yeah, I know.
what was the reasoning for that nerf? I mean,
So I
I
can
don't-
read it
I don't
here.
get
It
it.
says hatches have been reworked to be less of a binary interaction, according to Yubi. The new look and animation for hatches is slick and no longer extrudes awkwardly up from the ground. But more interestingly, is the now support partial destruction. This means Maverick's blowtorch can cut through the portions of them to get a slight line of sight, and Hibana's breaching pellets will need to land all 6 for it to destroy the whole thing. Considering Hibana's gadget still has issues with registering pellets, this is going to be a huge nerf and frustrating for players. I agree.
Yeah, I'm frustrated.
Are you mad? Are you steamed?
No. I guess no. I wouldn't say that I was steamed, but I'm disappointed. It's like one of my favorite. I say one of my favorite, probably my favorite spot in the game because it's the only spot that I go to 24/7.
You sound like my
Is
parents.
now
You're
is
not
now
steamed, you're
useless.
just disappointed.
It was an accident.
Right, like
And
you were an accident.
we didn't mean to have you
You, Hibana's pellets.
Hibana's pellets.
Right, that's what we're talking about.
And I was hoping that you wouldn't make it to the fact that you were 6 pellets on the hatch.
Right. I didn't think you were going to come full term to the hatch pellets. We're idiots. Okay, so we talked about everything we really needed to, but now it's time to talk about the 2 new operators.
Let's do it.
First, we
Let's
got to
do
talk
it,
about the Maverick. First of all, great name, right?
Love the name. Love the aesthetic of the character.
Very cool. So let's talk about his guns
You could,
first off. He's got an AR-15.
whoa.
Oh, I'm going back.
Whoa.
you need to address the most important thing. You can draw penises.
Well, we were getting to that, Pat.
I was thinking it.
All right, so let's talk about that first. You can draw dicks in Rainbow Six now. Finally, our voices have been heard.
It
It's just it's what I've wanted since I was a child.
Okay, so I want an over-under. How long before somebody makes a send nudes in a reinforcement thing on Reddit?
A day. Have they not already done it in test servers?
I don't know. If they haven't done it, I want minute they do it, send it to us, and we'll say, we told you so, send nudes. Everybody does it.
Send nudes. Oh, that's going to be great.
What
you
else?
guys have a charge to write the whole thing?
Ooh, I mean, it's got to be... you can maybe make it small. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do a send nudes for sure. But let's talk about his guns for a second instead of talking about dicks and nudes. So his primary weapons are an AR-15 and the M4. Two pretty good guns, I would say.
Yeah, I love the M4.
Yeah, the M4 is a fantastic gun, and I really enjoy that gun. His secondary is just a pistol. He's got smoke grenades and a claymore, but he's the 3-speed, 1 armor operator. All right, so Maverick. What do we
I like the 3-speed. That's a new rusher.
That is a new rusher.
I don't know how I feel about the 3-speed.
You don't like it?
I kind of wanted it to be like a 2-2.
We got a lot of 2 and 2s. I think it's better because he can run away really fast from blowtorching the into the wall.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think he deserves to be 3-speed. I mean, I feel like that helps him out more than 3 armor would.
Well, let's talk about his ability for a second. I'm going to read this. So Maverick's DIY torch can breach any surface, including reinforced walls and hatches. It requires a steady hand and knowledge of the environment to create small holes and lines of sight. So that's interesting. Small holes. You're not making a big hole with this thing.
So can you actually draw your own thing?
Yes, that's confirmed. I've already seen the dick.
Okay. I've already seen it, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. This torch also almost makes no sound, but runs out of fuel quickly. So maybe no send nudes, guys.
Almost no sound though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That means that you could probably hear it. No, I haven't seen that.
It just melts it like in an instant. It's really cool. It's like lava.
So, nevertheless, the high precision of this gadget makes it a very creative tool to use hands-on without relying on digital technology. Using this torch can be risky, but the team can reap high rewards with the efficiency and skill. Wow. It's new. It's different.
I like it.
So it's like a thermite. Really freaking small holes coming up.
Really freaking yeah. Is he American? He's the American.
Thermite?
Yeah, I thought he was.
No, not Thermite. Maverick, you dick.
Yeah, they're both American.
So, final thoughts. I want your prediction. Who's going to be the better operator, Maverick or Clash?
That's very tough to say because Clash brings in a whole new dynamic to the defenders.
It really does. All right, hold off on that. Because we're going to go over to Clash right now. So Clash is a defender, and everybody knows she's got the CCE shield, her secondary weapon. So her primary is the shield. The secondary can be a P10C, which is a pistol with a sight on it, or, of course, she's got an SMG, which is big. Her gadgets are barbed wire and an impact grenade, and she is a 1-speed, 3 heavy armor. Boom.
She's a big lass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching some movement with her right now.
First impressions, Braxton.
I don't know. I just feel like
she slows people down. She
definitely slows people down. Like I'm watching somebody have to play against her right now. Oh, so the electricity actually goes a good distance away from the shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
So it's like a little electric whip. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's gonna have to get nerfed. I feel like that's kind of overpowered.
She's like the villain in Iron Man 2. Whiplash or whatever.
Whiplash.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was awful.
What a crap villain.
Iron Man 3 is worse than Iron Man 2, by the way. I'm just saying that. That's my hot take.
Well, I don't know, man. Iron Man 2 was rough.
They're both bad. Like, I think Iron Man 1 is a quality film, And then they were like, who cares? Let's just do stuff.
Let's just ruin the whole entire series.
Let's roll with it.
By the way, has everybody here seen Infinity War? We're not going to do spoilers, but have you seen it?
Yeah.
I think we can do spoilers. It's been almost.
No.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'll say fantastic movie. Very good. And that's coming from a guy. People think I hate Marvel because I have Batman tattoos all over my body. I like Marvel. I do.
Yeah, it's not that we're getting really off topic, but it's okay. Yeah. It's not that we dislike Marvel. It's just that DC is just better.
Okay, now before you say that, people are gonna come at you and say like, "Did you see Batman v Superman? That movie sucks."
I mean, yeah, but how many Marvel movies have sucked? How many
Marvel
movies suck?
And honestly,
so many.
I like Batman v Superman. I think it's a good movie, but I'm also biased.
You're objectively wrong on that.
Well, you're objectively a loser. So let's keep talking about Clash here, guys. So let's talk about her shield here. Clash is the first defender with a shield. Everybody knows that. The CCE shield is her primary weapon. She can swap to her secondary at any point to do so. She needs to put her shield away first, though, to shoot. So that right there, what do you guys think of that?
How's fair?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like, what's the seconds for the animation to get done?
Well,
it's not long from what I just watched.
Okay, so if it's a collapsible shield, it could drop pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're theorizing here. We don't play on PC. We're not on these test servers. We have to wait for these to come out to give, like, oh, this is awesome. This sucks.
Yeah.
You know. The one thing
That's what I say. I don't know. I think I just have a feeling she's going to be a little overpowered. I don't know.
I think so. I believe so.
I feel like Maverick's going to be the stronger one overall, like, in the long run.
I think so, too. I mean, he's more of a viable character. Like, people actually could use him for reasons.
I think with the fact that I think Clash is going to get nerfed, I definitely think Maverick will probably be better in the long run.
What do you think the Pro League, like, how do you think that's going to affect the meta?
Clash could be a game changer. That's what I say. It all depends on the length of that electricity, how much it's going to hurt people. Like, I don't know. How would you play against it, knowing that there's going to be a clash on the other side? How do you prepare?
Who is her counter?
Save some frags.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to think about who I would run. Does Thatcher shut her off? Have we had that confirmed or not confirmed?
I don't believe so.
So if he doesn't shut her off, then
why wouldn't?
I don't know. I
feel like Thatcher definitely should be able to disable that equipment for a couple, like, keep the shield functionality, but, you know, throw away the electricity part of it when you get AMP'd.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be perfect fun. Yeah, no, I think it would be fair. It's just like, I'm just trying to think about who I would even... Who would you go on thinking about it? Do you guys have any ideas about how you would?
Zofia with the stun grenade.
What
to
about...
slow her so you can get around her.
What about a Dokkaebi?
Mm.
Because I feel like
does it matter that you know where Clash is at because she can just shield up?
Exactly. I don't think it matters. Like, you could turn the corner and she has her shield.
Well, that's
what are you going to do about it?
To get to her phone, like, essentially the same as getting to her gun, she has to put her shield away.
Yeah.
Right, but that's why I say it's like, does she really need to turn the phone off because she has a shield anywhere?
Yeah, I'm honestly, there's not many attackers that I could think of that could be her counter.
I feel like you're gonna need some coordination. Like, you definitely wouldn't be able to take on
I can even think of like a fuse, and I'm like, that wouldn't work, right?
That's what I say. No matter, I mean, unless you got the pellets behind her,
or above,
yeah,
like a Ying. Obviously,
if you want to just get around her,
Capital would probably be the biggest one, right?
Oh, Capital, yeah, because of the fire. Mm-hmm.
That could make him a lot more playable.
And at least force that player to have to move.
But
Yeah.
but you got to know if there's going to be a clash.
You guys know what I'd love to see in the future?
What's that?
Just imagine this. I'm gonna set it up.
Okay.
All right.
I'm imagining.
5v5. You're playing
Imagine
secure
Greg.
area.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing secure area, and you're the last one alive. You're on attack, and you're Monty.
Okay.
Get in the room. Bam. It's clash. It's 1v1. How's that going to play out?
An unstoppable
he's-
force versus a movable object.
Patrick wants For Honor mechanics. That's
Right.
what That's what he's hinting at right
Slam the
now.
shield down, block it,
Yeah.
do a stab.
He wants hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Is what I'm understanding right now.
That'd be so cool. Like, if they gave you the option, if it was just 1v1, you could signal, like, let's throw down, bro. 1v1 fist fight.
I think that maybe that could be a thing. Like if both players ran out of ammo,
They
then
have it on,
then they could have
they
a
have it on
knife fight or
Counter-Strike.
something.
Yeah, like on Counter-Strike, if it's 1v1, they're like, people sometimes usually agree, like, let's knife fight instead.
So
I just want to see that.
I did look up clash counters,
hmm
and the number one counter is Capital, 100%. But
Yeah.
But this is confirmed now. Thatcher is another threat to you as his EMP grenades can temporarily disable the shield.
Okay. Yeah.
So there you go.
So it is confirmed. So Thatcher.
It's still a bulletproof shield, though, right?
Yeah. It just
I mean,
disables
yeah,
the
but-
tasers, not the shield.
Right.
So it's really tough. Another one they say is Zofia, which would stun her for a second, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I knew. It slows the movement so you could maybe get around and shoot her.
Yeah. So there you go. So we do have a couple of people to kind of counter her. It's interesting. Very interesting.
I wouldn't say it's Capital's the only direct counter. I feel like actually stop her,
Right.
kill her dead.
To kill her dead, it's a Capital, 100%. That being said, we're just gonna have to get our hands on him. That's really all we can say.
I think that's the thing. I think we'll see Capital played a lot more. I definitely think so.
Yeah, I'm excited. about it.
What about on the opposite end of that with old Maverick? Who would you use against Maverick?
You know what's underneath Capital's eye patch?
What is that?
Sure.
The answer to my question? No, he probably has the Renegon, Patrick. He doesn't the Sharingan, dude.
Sage of Six Pass.
Sage of the Six Pass Capital.
Is this an anime thing?
No, dude.
All right, so you're both off the podcast. No more anime talk. We only talk about things I want to talk about. Let's talk about how Iron Man 3 sucks.
I'll talk
I can
about
talk
how
about
Iron
that.
Man 2 and 3 sucks all day.
No, it's okay. Let's talk about Rainbow Six.
Unpopular opinion, Ant-Man wasn't the best.
I didn't see Ant-Man. That's my
Wasn't
popular
the best.
But to get back to a little track here, there has been a map buff. Does anybody know what map I'm talking about?
No.
That map buff came to Consulate.
What?
I haven't heard anything about that, surprisingly.
So I'm going to read it off just here for a second. So the police line spawn point will be extended, offering a safer path, which is huge, because I've seen a lot of pics on that map.
Yeah.
As for the gas station spawn point, a wall will be moved to prevent spawn peeking and early kills. We've also added a fourth bomb site in tellers and archives. What? That's big.
That's pretty cool.
So
That's super cool.
it's see, I love when they do this kind of stuff. They see something that's wrong, fix it. Boom.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. I think
fantastic
that shit.
But
10 out of 10 with Rice.
I agree. But until we get our hands on Grim Sky, we really can't give a lot. If anybody plays on PC and they want to record themselves talking about it for a little bit, we could put it on the podcast. Okay?
Yeah, for sure. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, give
Yes, we could.
the listeners something to look forward to if they play on console like we do, which is totally cool. But we are gearing towards the end of the podcast where we do all this wrap-up stuff. Is there anything else you guys want to add? Things you saw? I know, Braxton, you sent me an Instagram link of something interesting. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Was it the SMG stuff?
It was.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So, let me pull up the picture here. So, apparently, the spray pattern of the submachine guns is god-awful now.
Yeah.
Before, it looks like they were almost a straight, well, not a straight line, but straight enough.
Yeah.
And now it's just all over the place.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's good that they're going more realistic, or do you like, nah, screw that?
I don't know. So it was on Coconut Bra's Instagram. I'm actually going to send you the video from his Instagram, like the little clip.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane how much to the left and to the right the gun moves now.
Mm-hmm.
Because just me personally, I'm more used to the gun moving straight up. I'm not used to it moving side to side.
That's going to affect gameplay a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that looks like it's just SMGs, but they do have a higher firing rate and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I don't think it's like super game breaking, but at the same time, it's kind of like.
I think it'll go through another cycle of fixing before this is what it is.
Yeah. I'm also watching Maverick destroy barbed wire like it's nobody's business with this flamethrower thing.
Oh, I'm
Apparently
watching Maverick be turned into a Star Wars Episode 1 meme right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, they're breaking through the blast doors.
Oh, of course. All right, we are getting towards the end here. Pat, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, it's not really Pat's problem. It's more of like a Pat's inquisitive question.
Okay. Doesn't really.
How do you guys feel about leaks?
Leaks?
Like, yeah, would you rather just be surprised on the day of, the patch release, or
the way I see
would you
is we're never going to get away from leaks. People are going to data mine the game. They do it with every game. Fortnite, the day they...
Every game, I know.
Yeah.
But, how do you feel about that? Do you think it should be just left alone and, people should be patient?
I think Rainbow Six knows what they're doing when things get leaked. They'll be like, oh my god, I'm so hyped. I am so hyped for this. Instead of you get on the game and you're like, oh, there's a new skin. Instead, you're building towards I'm going to get that skin. I'm going to get that skin. I'm going to and I don't know. It's interesting. I'd say you're never going to get away from the leaks. I prefer a surprise. Like if I woke up tomorrow and Frost had an elite skin, I'd
you'd pee your pants,
yeah.
Dude. You would absolutely pee your pants.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it and I was like, Jason's gonna flip out when
I
he
do
sees
love it. I will be buying it.
Yeah, you have to.
Obviously. But Braxton, what are your thoughts?
Speaking about leaks, remember that game? It was the Ellen Page game, Tale of Two Souls or whatnot.
Yeah, Beyond Two.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
Didn't they get data mined and it revealed that whole controversy with designing her?
Oh, naked Ellen Page.
Yeah.
So
was that a data mine thing? No, I'm against data mining. I'm just that was the thing that I was thinking about. Was that a data mine thing, or was that something else?
You were thinking about naked Ellen Page?
Right.
I can't help it.
That's
a legitimate question. Was that a data mine thing?
It's either a data mine thing or they released it themselves, and I would lean towards more of a data mine thing.
Yeah, I don't imagine that they would release that.
That would be a super scummy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Page's video game boobies.
My personal view on leaking is, I don't know. I would be more. Either way, I'm excited if I'm honest. I would be way more excited if I turned the game on and just saw all of it one day. I would be stoked, but at the same time, I wouldn't be prepared. I would have to sit back for 30 minutes and figure out what I wanted to do and how the characters were going to be and blah, 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 blah,
Agreed.
Imagine turning the game on and you've never seen anything on Maverick and Clash, and it's just all right, here you go.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Very cool.
I mean, it would be cool, but, like, I would have to wait, like, a day until I touched either of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's me personally, and my anxiety would be through the freaking roof.
Yeah, same. And if you do pick them, you're going to get team killed, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the game we play.
Of course.
I love the team kills.
Hey, you picked the operator I was going to pick, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. That's how it always is.
That's
one last
the way the
question
cookie
before we
crumbles.
get out of here. First impressions, Grim Sky better than Parabellum?
100%.
Pat?
That's tough. I'm going to go with yes, just because I like the operators better.
I agree. I like the operators. I like the map.
One thing we cannot forget to do, because we introduced it last week, is Listener of the Week.
Listener of the Week. You are right.
Yeah, Listener of the
Braxton,
Week.
do you have a Listener of the Week?
Gosh, I do not. I haven't had anybody like hit me up or anything.
All
So
right.
I mean,
I got you. Let's see. Who are we gonna pick? You know what? Since he gave us a question, he always gives us a good question. I'm gonna go. Fan of the week is Steel Switch. Thank you for the questions, and you really keep the podcast rolling. You know what? I'm gonna also give one to Andrew. Andrew has been from the beginning, and also Chase Wagner, Bullet Club for life, baby. I saw him thing. I'm a huge wrestling fan. If you ever want to talk wrestling, hit me up. SummerSlam sucked, by the way.
I
Don't
didn't
make
realize
fun
we're
of
gonna do 15 listeners of the week. Do you want to just list off all of our listeners?
Okay, I didn't know we were going to do an asshole co-host of the week, too. Oh, God, I hate you. All right, well, anything you guys want to plug before we skedaddle?
This is fun. I'm still having fun doing this all the time.
Yeah,
Eventually getting Instagram
one day, every week you say it.
one day.
Oh yeah, I need
I
to
said
put
it
my
too.
Instagram every time.
Yep, plug that. Is it
Braxy _pad.
Is that a
follow
play
me.
on words or something? What does that mean? Like
So it's like
pad?
maxi pad.
So like
yeah.
you're a female pet.
It's
Suck
a
up-
female
suck up the female.
hygiene device.
You're a
yeah.
pervert. You know that?
You know, we'll talk about this after we get off the podcast. 'Cause it's not for kids.
Okay. And for me, the only thing I want to plug is I was talking about it last week, and I did release a sample episode for interviews from Arkham. So if you guys want to check that out, go for it. Also, we want to thank Little Keen, Lilkeen, for making our new theme song. He's going to have an album out soon, which is going to be awesome. So that's it, guys. We're gonna once we get our hands on Grim Sky, we're gonna have a big special podcast.
It's gonna
A
be
big
fun.
special podcast.
Just like our big special boys. All right. Okay, I don't know what that means.
God.
All right, boys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Later.
Time aren't done. That number goes down to 0.